Hello. Hello there. So, what is the big driving factor of, why I always say this about Microsoft? What is the big driving factor, do you think? Well, I've talked about it quite a bit, but, um, this thing where updates don't really seem to fix anything. They seem to kind of make things worse sometimes, or a lot of times, I should say. And so like, all right, for example, that last stream that I did, I had done a test beforehand to decide if you know all the stuttering that I keep talking about that's happening for the streaming software and not the game. This was not happening during my testing whatsoever prior to me doing the most recent Windows framework updates and a bunch of other Windows updates and various things. So while again it is better because of various things that I did, it's not like, again, you're still gonna still see the stuttering. So again, it wasn't doing this literally at all. Like I again confirmed that I was able to, just as you've seen me do before, I've given you this completely clean before, where it wasn't doing it at all. And so the point is that I clearly know what's doing it. I'm clearly right about this. And this should be pretty conclusive. And in addition, we've talked in great length about how updates shouldn't really be so frequent in such a way that basically not having them means that everything's broken. Yeah, like that doesn't make any sense. Why is that everything? So, basic things like when you buy a video game, you have an operating system, you have, well, again, anything, again, your PC or whatever, is running something. You expect this to be optimal. You expect this to be exactly what it claims to be. And when consistently we see updates and it actually just makes things worse. What was the point? Why did we do these, quote unquote updates? So, we want to remember that with Windows, it's been a very long time since we felt, I think, 100% comfortable with really any version. I didn't like, particularly, I'll be honest with you, I didn't like 7 that much. I personally did not. So, you know, for me, going back to any form of framework that doesn't feel like it was copy and pasted from what came before would be great. Where it's like actually rebuilt. You know, where it's like actually rebuilt for everything that's out now instead of what was out before. Okay. Compatibility is a huge issue. It always has been. Compatibility has always been an issue. And so this comes down to a lot of times just putting the work in as far as the company's concerned. You know, like just putting in the hours to make things compatible, continue to support things, you know, hardware, that sort of thing. So if I say that in a stream, and I say that like in that stream, there's a really good chance I dealt with something that day that I should not have had to deal with from Microsoft. There's a really, really good chance. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't even said anything. I probably just, you know what I mean? But it is better. You can't deny that. You can't deny that. Now, they're gonna sit here and they're gonna try to mess it up. And it's probably eventually gonna happen. But, you know, it's not every flippin' 5 seconds. Okay? And we all know it looks better. We all know it looks better. Wonder why that is. Wonder why that is. So, you know, guys, I'm just saying, there's a reason for that stuff. Oh, in addition, my mic arm is not a piece of trash. So here's what I found out, okay? I actually really like this thing. Here's what I found out. I didn't realize this. the piece of trash furniture that I got at Walmart like forever ago, like a few years ago. Well, this piece of trash, apparently, like, there's a piece underneath. I guess I forgot that isn't like real wood or something like that, or it's like really thin wood or something. So, like, I had the C clamp and that. And so, like, it's actually like such a good C clamp, it went through the bottom of this piece of junk. And that's actually what happened that day, where my whole mic arm just like fell down on me. It wasn't the mic arm. It literally was the fact that the C clamp was so good that it went through the bottom of the piece of junk furniture that I got from Walmart a few years back. So, just saying. So I just I wanted to level with you guys a little bit on that, you know, kind of just be honest with you a little bit on that one. I just deal with Microsoft's nonsense so often. Oh my. I forgot about him. I forgot about him. He's a thing that exists in the game. Dope. Oh my god. Oh, wait, healing them. What is the mimic doing? Why is the mimic just running at me? So stupid. I love how the mimic just runs at me instead of attacking the enemy. Pretty trash. I love how the summons in this game are like basically just useless, except for very specific things. Oh, give me a fucking break. Ridiculous. I can't even fucking target the thing. Just like bouncing around all over the place. Okay. Oh my god, Mimic, stop running at me. Just attack the thing. What is it doing right now? What is Mimic doing right now? What is he doing? Why is he just fucking standing there? What the fuck is my Mimic doing right now? That's completely trash. My Mimic is doing absolutely nothing. Literally nothing. Oh, wow. It's amazing how when the Mimic actually does what it's supposed to do, suddenly I can attack the boss. I mean, that is literal trash. Oh, Jesus Christ. I really can't stand the fact that like, you get up slow. It's just fucking stupid. Like, I literally just, I cannot stand the fact that you get up slow. It's incredibly fucking stupid. Like, do you have any idea how fucking retarded that is? Like, I'm sitting there mashing the roll button. I'm literally sitting there, like, trying to get up as quickly as I can, but the game is this trash that it makes you get up really slow. Maybe if the Mimic did what it was supposed to do. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Because I accidentally pressed one wrong button, now I have to run back to the fucking site of grace because it's that trash. I mean, it's literal trash. Like, why the fuck? Why in the actual fuck does the Mimic do nothing? So I really need the Mimic to do something now. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Wow, I was not even targeting that. I was not even targeting that. Did you see that shit? I was targeting the boss and it literally just targeted the enemy instead. That was trash. That was literal trash. I can't believe that the targeting system is actually that trash. I can't believe it's actually that trash. It's trash a lot, actually. Where, like, it does things like that a lot. Where, like, I'll walk into a room and well, very blatantly, I'll even have somebody, like, running at me or something like that. And it'll target the person all the way completely in the back of the room. And then you'll try to cycle, and it'll just, like, cycle from, like, the furthest one. Like, why the hell wouldn't I want it to pick the closest? What a literal piece of trash. So, I'm about to call my lawyer here in a minute. Let him know about the fact that, for every concurrent that I see above 2, there's a refresh that happens where it shifts them out of the stream. So just like the capped concurrence we talked about before. So I'm just going to go ahead and document something here really quick because if you notice, all of the concurrents across my channel have been capped as well. They're not counting any new views on things. And if you'll notice, the stream from, the second to last stream that I did, the vertical that I did, that randomly lost 9 views from yesterday. So why would it get to 170 views? Completely halt, by the way. Just literally completely halt at 170 views. And then nine views randomly just gets removed a day later, after clearly you're lying about the views. Clearly you're just, again, just like YouTube is going to get sued massively, for this, among, many other organizations. The Trump administration is going to get sued as well. But, again, we are literally just having massive view removal like this. We've shown this, countless times before. We've shown evidence of this for the past several years. Literally just thousands of views being removed after the stream finishes. And I've shown you, as we have, somebody in here stalking my channel and doxing people in real time, addresses and stuff like that. I've shown you that this scammer has an impersonation account and is stealing my content and doxing my street address. And YouTube did nothing about this person, while this person had my street address typed into the title of their one of their videos, where that they again, they were just trying to dox information, and again had my street address typed into the title of one of their videos for an entire 7-month period at a time. So again, YouTube will sit here and promote stalking, promote stalkers, promote people that harass you. Again, this person is making a whole bunch of accounts, pretending to be various family members, various people that actually know me in my real life. And this person, again, has done many YouTube accounts with people's real pictures, real names, things like that, where YouTube sat here and didn't remove the person. YouTube sat here and, just literally got notified about this. This person got reported a million times. And YouTube sat here and did absolutely nothing. Google did absolutely nothing about a a stalker, about literally somebody that is doxing personal, private, identifiable information all over the platform. And all the while, here we are sitting here playing a video game, and they're not promoting it. They're not promoting it. They're not showing it. And then conveniently, right as I mentioned the fact that a stalker is doxing my personal, private, identifiable information, conveniently, right then they want to promote it. Then they want to show all the people that are in here. Because they want huge groups of disgusting, stalking people to identify who they're stalking. This is why they're doing that, because it's YouTube doing it. YouTube is facilitating terrorist groups. They are promoting terrorist groups. So this is what we've been talking about for a while. And, you know, as you'll notice, what you'll see is this person will have a whole bunch of accounts, and they'll like the stream up to a certain number and then slowly start removing those likes. And then what they'll do is they'll come in with a whole bunch of their different accounts and just sit in here with that, all while hiding the actual views, and then stealing real data mining and stuff like that. We've proven that this person is doing this. Like I said, this person has made tons of scamming accounts of real pictures, real names of people, sitting there just doxing street addresses, following me into another stream where I was reacting to something and intentionally doxing my real name and street address in the chat, spamming it so fast. And again, this chat is supposed to have parameters to not allow for that. So again, this is clearly YouTube doing this, where again, the only way that person gets away with doing that is if YouTube is actually doing this. So again, we have that proof where that person was allowed and was able to do that in real time in a live chat with thousands of people watching this stream. And again, a very serious crime. This is online harassment and stalking. So again, this is what is going on this platform, where you've seen this tons of times, where we clearly have somebody in here with a bunch of fake accounts and stuff like that, flagging the systems, and intentionally doing that to abuse the systems so that they can use that as an excuse to lock my account down more and more and more and more and more, just to say that it's something that's happening, that's being abused here and there and stuff like that. But really, it's actually them doing it. It's actually them taking away all of my legitimate views, my legitimate data that I'm supposed to get from all of you, and giving that to the scammer, and then sitting here and getting the scammer to come in with all their fake accounts and stuff like that, so that way it's only it's literally just that counts. And it's so often that's where you see the halting in the view progress, the complete halting in the view progress, and then the huge removal and stuff like that, where again I am getting tons of views. And we've seen this before. We've seen me get tons of views. We've seen that in the past, where I was getting ads, I was trending, I clearly had people wanting to put ads on my content, thinking my content deserves that, and things like that. And then I do definitely remember when this stalking group of people from Michael Does Life's channel, all these people that came from his channel and are stalking me, taking ideas from me and stuff like that, causing problems for me. Essentially, when these people showed up, all these problems started. where I was getting stalked and harassed and things like that. So again, these are just gangs of people hanging out on YouTube, harassing people, and then taking from them, stealing. And so again, I'm gonna have to document something here where, you know, we clearly have again, very blatantly YouTube sitting here and wanting to make it look like the stream is promoted when there's something negative happening. You know, like essentially I just talked about how the concurrents were capped, and then I started talking about the stalking and the harassment that Google and YouTube are allowing, and then we see likes, and then we see, because there was 0 likes, and then all of a sudden there's 3 likes on the stream right as I'm doing that. Oh, and then I point that out, so they start taking them off. It's literally the pattern that just happened. And again, we see it capped, where it went to 5 concurrents. And as soon as I started talking about it, as soon as I started saying about it, about how they were doing that, down to 4, and it's capped. Where you know there's more in here than 4. You know that. That's why it's capped at 4. It's just solid 4. And they're trying to say it's 0 likes. It ain't 0 likes. They just took the likes off. Now, I've shown you guys examples of a scammer liking the stream a whole bunch of times, and I've also shown you examples of the like button getting broken. I've shown you 2 different examples of 2 different things where the like button is being completely abused. And YouTube is allowing it. YouTube wants this. This platform is full of scammers. Well, right now, if I were to go through their platform, I could find specifically a group of people that has like 6, 7 different channels that are streaming exactly the same unsafe workout shit live. Completely unsafe. Like, if you would mimic what they're doing, you would injure yourself greatly. And these people are streaming this on like 6, 7 different channels from some random country somewhere, where they got like cinder block, like freaking barbells and stuff like that. And it's the weirdest crap. And then worse than that, non-stop, all you see is like some Indian dude with a fake paint tray, dabbing it with a brush, pretending to dab his mouth and painting the thing. Going like this. And then, like, you see, like, him making sounds with his mouth. That's not ASMR, that's just a scam. Just like when you come across the 90 million channels that are doing the same thing with assorting colors. You're sorting colors. These are very blatantly things to draw in this is to draw in kids. That's what it's for. Why is this all over the platform? Oh, I'm gonna press it. Oh, he's gonna press it. He's really gonna do it this time. He's gonna do it. Come on. They're promoting that. But they're censoring the shit out of me telling you that every Windows update that comes out is worse than the last. It makes things worse. Wait. So like that's something smart, that's alarming and informative. And they're throwing tens of thousands of viewers at any given time at one of these channels. You'll go in there and there's like 5,000-10,000 people watching, supposedly. So, YouTube did this whole thing. This whole view thing that they did this so that the scammers can make shitloads more money off stealing your views. Because it's literally all that's happening. I'm not getting real views, that's for damn sure. Who knows how many people this is happening with, where you're getting bullshit. You know, again, if you're a big streamer and you're entitled to X amount of views, think about how many views they could actually be stealing from you. You know what I mean? Like, where you're a bigger streamer and you won't notice as much. So, you know, they'll just sort of kind of keep you where you are, but maybe a very slow and steady incline. Remember when, like, it was every other stream? And it was really random shit, and it would be... Yeah. The point is, the Trump administration is literally controlling who gets views and how. Like, this is literally a free speech issue. So, just like everything else that you've seen where somebody can make something, you know, like somebody can make money off something or make something of themselves in this country, Donald jackass piece of shit, orange face, motherfucking douchebag Trump wants to steal money from everybody. He's already doing it. Now his sons are combining the crypto shit and into the biggest Ponzi scheme I've ever seen, illegal. And Dan Bongino leaves the FBI. Now he's podcasting. Now I wonder how many other people are gonna podcast. Yeah. And so we will be filing a massive lawsuit. There is plenty of evidence to suggest that, again, YouTube um, wants people to be murdered on their platform. There is plenty of evidence to suggest that YouTube wants people to be murdered on their platform. I have seen countless streams of people, you know, and these streams are promoted too, hugely, where, you know, people are you know, harming other people or something like that. Or, again, there's some sort of scam like gambling or, yeah, very obviously like something that would draw in kids instead of doing something like having a reason to stream. Like you literally just, it's like mindless shit. Like, so when endlessly I can sit here and prove that YouTube is just promoting scam after scam after scam after scam after scam, and they're actually removing thousands all the time from me, and then directly promoting an impersonation scammer that is doxing me, literally active right now. YouTube is not removing this person. You know, again, right now they have thousands of views of my shorts that they stole, re-uploaded, and stole my shorts and just re-uploaded them and got thousands of views for it, spamming the same short. Yet I upload it and my short completely halts in views, just like all the other stuff, where the second that it's uploaded, that it's done, that I'm done streaming, conveniently there's a problem with the processing, where this would also cause a problem for the view counts. We know that. Conveniently, every single one of my streams does not process while I'm streaming. Every single last one. Every single stream that I do does not process while I'm streaming. In fact, sometimes they don't process it or even start processing it for, who knows, 18, 20 hours after the fact. There was one time they didn't do it for 2 days. In fact, there's still a stream that they failed to process on my channel right now. Yep, that's right. There is a stream in there that they failed to process, and it's endlessly in there in limbo, causing problems. And do you know why? So they can endlessly remove views from it, because they know that it endlessly will get trending and viewers into my channel. So they left it on purpose, endlessly processing. Again, some of these are very short things, you know, like I'm pretty sure that one was a very short one. Some of these, again, there should be absolutely no reason for this, except just like all the other stuff that we talk about, and all the other stuff that's happened, where they use every chance. You know, because I'll admit to certain mistakes at times, that you're supposed to notice that they will use that. Somebody admitting to one mistake that one time does not mean that person makes that mistake every goddamn fucking time they do this thing. Especially when they're admitting to it, you dumb fuck. If somebody's admitting to it, they're not gonna do it again, retard. That's the fucking point. to say it so you remember. So, I truthfully can't believe how toxic and disgusting the human race actually is. To mock, laugh, belittle, and otherwise put down an entire channel of, it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, I'm not fucking doing that. When do I do that? I don't fucking do that shit. I gotta document something. But notice what YouTube does as the escalation happens. As negative things happen, notice what they do. Oh, well, there's a like? Okay. So since you pointed out that we give likes and views when negative things happen, now we'll remove that like so that way it doesn't seem like there was a like there. Because who's going to sit there and momentarily stare at the likes? This is the fucking point. You're supposed to keep looking. You're supposed to pay attention. The point is, if you're paying attention to that, you'd realize just how regular that is. Every goddamn fucking stream that's malicious. That causes a problem for the tool that is supposed to promote my stream. The tool of the like itself. There's not even a dislike anymore. You dislike, it doesn't fucking matter anymore because nobody can see it. I sure as hell can't fucking see it. So, sitting here, removing likes endlessly. This is a way to do exactly what YouTube is doing with everything else they're doing. Where I can't have a chat. I mean, we have tons of examples of in the past this happening of where I complained about YouTube, a problem with YouTube, and then conveniently I would get just my chat just spammed with malicious porn links, nasty people. And just because I did a stream complaining about some stuff on YouTube. This used to happen all the fucking time. So, the whole point is that we just migrated it to some other stuff. And they use every fucking opportunity they can to use anybody as a scapegoat. Oh, he's blaming this now. Oh, he's blaming this. Oh, well. So, this should tell you that they have a system built in. A built-in system to use people as scapegoats. Channels as scapegoats. So essentially, if they want to get away with something, they did something they shouldn't do, they'll blame it on this other channel, this streamer, and then get everybody to harass all the bots and all that. And then thus, that channel becomes the scapegoat and looks like the evil entity that did this thing and not YouTube. This is literally all they're fucking doing. They love it. They love it. when I come on here and I say this and this and this and this and this is why this is happening, because then they can endlessly fuck with shit. It's just YouTube. When my street address is typed into the title of a fucking video of an impersonation scammers channel for 7 months, and you do nothing, all of it's YouTube. You don't need anything else except that. You don't need anything else except that. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If a large streamer, a whale, pick your favorite whale, made a video where he was zooming in on the pictures of some other big streamers' family members, typing their full real names on the stream, just zooming in on it on the stream, putting their relationship to the streamer and stuff like that on the stream, you know, just doxing all this. And then if the whale streamer then typed the street address of the streamer that they're doxing into the title of the video and then just left it there, do you think that YouTube would leave that there for 7 months if it was a whale? Do you think that shit would be gone within 30 fucking seconds? Do you think it'd be gone in about 30 seconds? Or do you think they'd leave it there for 7 months? What do you think would happen? Why am I consistently seeing likes go on the stream and then get taken off? 3 and then 2 and then 1. 3 and then 2 and then 1. And then 0. 3 and then 2 and then 1 and then 0. Why is that happening? I wonder if it's because YouTube didn't do anything about a stalker. I wonder if that's why that's happening. I wonder if it's because YouTube didn't do anything about a stalker. I wonder if that's why that's happening. I wonder if it's because YouTube didn't do anything about a stalker. I wonder if that's why. So, I'll be right back. I wonder why the game looks better. I wonder why. It's that thing I told you before, a while back. But you have to remember what that thing was. Wow. And it continues. It continues. It continues. Continues. Boom. Oh, I wonder why my bitrate's shifting around. Wonder why that's happening. Wonder why that's happening. Wonder why that's happening. I wonder why it's just like at 6 concurrents, no more, no less. I wonder why it's just like sitting just right there. I wonder why that is. Wonder if that has anything to do with the bit rate shifting around. Wonder if that has anything to do with that. Yeah, I wonder if that has anything to do with that. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh wow. It shifts around and then it goes down 1. Wow. Same things we've talked about before. Or it's literally a piece of trash monitoring system. Incredibly illegal monitoring system. It's basically wire fraud, but it works. It's basically wire fraud, but worse. That's what they're doing. And it is highly illegal. And we will be filing a massive lawsuit against Google for allowing it. We will be filing a massive lawsuit. Remember, the statute of limitations just resets every single time that bitrate shifts around. So, every fucking time that does that, you've reset the statute of the limitations, and it starts over. So, you're still doing it. So there it is again. Ain't nothing different than it was before. It's the same shit we said before. Didn't change anything. Bitrate shifting around to control the concurrence to steal legitimate views. So essentially, literally, just to steal legitimate views. See how it's just again, it capped at 6 and slowly going down 1. So again, who else becomes jealous of people that have a lot of views? Who else exhibits a behavior where like they become upset, where, you know, like they must win even though they didn't? I wonder who else exhibits that behavior in society. I wonder who else that is. Oh yeah, there it is. And we're going down to 4 now. Remember, it's just going down 1 each little by little, as we just talked about. You know, we've seen this pattern plenty of times before. So I want to remind you, if we've seen the pattern plenty of times before, that is not a legitimate view count. That is a pattern where somebody is intentionally keying in views. So again, this is a pattern of views. It's not legitimate views. It's literally a lie. So that's why when we sit here and we talk about this, and all of a sudden, you know, it starts going way up there conveniently as we escalate and stuff like that, that's very blatantly to manipulate the type of viewer that would come into my stream, where it is to manipulate viewers that would come into my stream that watch rage content, hateful, toxic things and stuff like that, so that I don't attract the correct viewership and I attract literally a bunch of complete scamming, narcissistic, stalking like douchebags, like the stalker that's doing all of this. So again, just on par with everything I said after the bitrate shifts around. So that bitrate shifting, that should never shift. Literally never. That moving is that fluctuation is an indication that they're keying in some type of code, some type of script, and interjecting that into the stream. Okay? This is malicious, obviously. Obviously, that should never happen. And this is telling the stream exactly what traffic to allow. And it's literally just telling the stream 4 viewers, 1 viewer, 5 viewers. That's all they're doing. Every single fucking time that you see that. So where there's a fluctuation, that shouldn't happen because, again, the bit rate is constant and set. So there's a fluctuation because they're changing something. So where it's just all over the place all the time, this is an influx, a huge influx of information. So they literally have it spamming code where like in Vampire Survivors, where it's all over the place. What they're doing is for the more information and stuff that there is like that, what they're doing is they're just having it spam more of that malicious code, where it's literally just malicious scripts. So and again, you see how we get a slight escalation there as I say that, and not prior, you know, only as I say that, and then the point is I'm proving this, and now they're breaking the concurrent counter as they always do, so that, you know, they can break that and you can't see the evidence thereof. They have done this countless times before, where they literally break it, freeze it, and it completely disappears so that you can't see what the actual accurate number is. And that's essentially what they're doing there. So again, you saw it climb. Now it's stuck where it is because they literally broke it and froze it on purpose. So that's what I'm talking about there. And then you see now it climbs down right as I pointed that out. So again, exactly the same path. Doesn't even make any sense. Literally doesn't even make any sense. wasn't doing it literally at all. Imagine that. Oh my god. Imagine that. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. Oh, look at that. It's not doing it. Oh my god. Okay, there it did a little bit, but still. Oh my god, look at that. Holy shit. Oh, wow. It's almost as if I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Hey guys, it's almost like I know what the fuck I'm talking about or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like that. It's almost like I know what the fuck I'm talking about or something. It's almost like that. And that is not. Yeah. 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 Remember how it was so shit it would always just happen through here, like, non-stop? Yeah. And then, the whole point is not actually happening on the game, it's just the fucking stream software. And it's not even the streaming software, it's just fucking Windows. So, that's the point. Question is, why is it this different What what is the one drastic thing that makes it that much harder for them to break it so that it looks like shit? What is the one thing that makes it that much harder for them to do that? Because again, they are doing it. They don't want it. Truthfully, they do not want this shit to look good. That's the point. And you know that when they censor what I'm saying, when you see that bit rate shift around, I've already told you this. And there's the concurrent remaining at 5. Just stuck at 5 for some reason. Gee, I wonder why. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder why that's just sort of stuck at 5 conveniently after the bitrate was shifting around. I already explained that. You guys already know. I explained that. I wonder why they're capping the concurrence at 5. I wonder why they're doing that. I wonder why the likes went down to 0. Yeah, see, they're trying. They're trying to make it happen. If you can tell. Like, they're literally actively trying to make it happen, as you can tell. See that? It's almost more constant now. Conveniently getting aggressive with it as I'm around difficult enemies, so notice that. That doesn't have anything to do with anything. Yeah, like, you just stare at the FPS in the top left. I've talked about that before. So, conveniently, it hasn't happened all stream. Like, at all. You know, we've talked about this. But, conveniently now, it's just non-stop. Non-stop. All of a sudden. Non-stop. Interesting, huh? And exactly in a spot where the stalker on stream has seen me almost die a couple of times. So take a mental note of that. Think about how many times that stalker organized all of the people that watch his channel, you know, again, to come in here and be in here only right when I'm dying in a game. Only right then. Not any other time, just right then. Think about that. Think about how malicious that is. Interesting, huh? Think about how many times this stalker sat in here and started typing in chat when I put a "be right back" on the screen or something like that. Remember how many times he did shit like that? Remember how many times we called it out then? Remember how many times the patterns have now followed exactly those patterns that we called out with that person? Think about that. Think about it. Just think about it. Wow. Alright. Gonna have to stop there. We got some interesting stuff going on, so I'm gonna have to do some more documentation. Wow. Yeah. They're just lying about the views. So I'm gonna document this, and I gotta send this on over. So I can't even like scroll up Like, they clearly hacked, like, my browser already. Like, it's just trash. Windows is so fucking garbage. That was trash. Did you see that? That was so trash. I shouldn't even do that. So, like, that's another example. So, you can tell they're sitting here trying to meddle with the system. It's just like so fucking obvious. You know what's funny? When somebody does a sleep stream and then doesn't sleep, it's actually kind of funny. Like, what? Are you gonna actually do a sleep stream, or are you gonna... Anyway, I just kind of wonder, like, if somebody actually does that, or if they're like baiting it, you know, because like people expect actual sleep. Anyway, shitloads of likes removed, shitloads of views removed, capping concurrence, shifting around the bit rate. So, I gotta get going. Thanks for watching.